You want to talk about socialism for the rich? It is not the bill that puts $2,000 into working class hands all over this country. That ain't socialism for the rich. This is socialism for the rich in that bill. Amazon. Oh, by the way, I must say this if I may. We were quoting the liberal Washington Post owned by Jeff Bezos, the wealthiest guy in the world. So here is Jeff Bezos' company, Amazon, and they received a tax rebate. They paid nothing in 2018 in federal taxes. That's a corrupt tax system to begin with. But then on top of that, they received $129 million as a tax rebate. That, Senator Thune, is what socialism for the rich. In fact, this particular company is owned by the richest guy in the world. You gave him a $129 million rebate. But it's not just Amazon. Delta Airlines also paid nothing in federal taxes in 2018, and yet they received a $187 million rebate from that particular bill. Chevron, helping to destroy our planet with their carbon emissions, $181 million in a rebate. That, my friends, is what socialism for the rich is about.
Needless to say, Bernie Sanders knows what he's talking about when it comes to identifying what is and isn't socialism for the rich, which is why his floor speeches in the Senate over the past several days have been so satisfying to watch. Meanwhile, Mitch McConnell, in his typical outrageously shameless fashion, has tried to justify his refusal for bringing the bipartisan $2,000 COVID relief direct payment proposal up for a vote in the Senate, which has already passed the House and even been called for by President Trump, by suggesting that these desperately needed payments for households making less than six figures are somehow socialism for the rich. First of all, virtually every other developed nation has given their citizens monthly payments to deal with the difficulties of the pandemic. This one-time $2,000 direct payment is a fraction of what our counterparts around the world have done. And second, actual rich people will not be receiving these payments because of the built-in income requirements. But the most outlandish irony of all is that the GOP has absolutely no problem giving literally billions of dollars in government handouts to the richest corporations and individuals in the country. Now that, as Bernie has astutely pointed out, as he often does, is what socialism for the rich actually looks like. It's utterly maddening that Republicans, Mitch McConnell in particular, misuse the label of socialism to the point that it's virtually meaningless. In this case, they are gaslighting the American people to such an extreme extent that honestly it would be comical if the consequences weren't so incredibly dire. But thanks to politicians like Bernie Sanders, occasionally we are able to point out just how ridiculous their arguments are for not providing essential support to the majority of the American people, while the richest fraction of the population makes out like bandits with tax handouts and other preferential treatment worth billions and billions of dollars. That, indeed, is what socialism for the rich really looks like.